Hey guys, we're back again for Barcelona and we have to bounce back. If you haven't seen the last episode, bit of a spoiler that I've just told you there, but I've got a superpower or something up my very short sleeves in this Barcelona top to actually get us a couple of wins and to fuel me. It's a cup of tea. That's better. As welcome back, people, to episode number 5, season number 1, should I say. Of course, just gone through that in the intro. As here we are on the calendar, and if you haven't seen the last episode, I am not going to show you the month before, because that should entice you guys to go back and watch that using the links down below. Of course, clicking that subscribe button and notification bell and like button. So you're updated, you're helping the algorithm, and you're helping me out reach that 5k, the elusive goal that we are after this year, as we have today's fixtures. Bayern Leverkusen away in the Europa League, which I think I'm going to play. A bit of a difficult game, that one, or maybe it might not be. We've played them before, that's the only thing I have. And I do want to try and spread out the games this year and play maybe some lower teams like Celta Vigo. No offence to them, they are lower than us in the league. We're going to be playing them away from home. Espanyol after that, who I think are in the relegation places. I think they are in real life anyway, as then we have the Europa League side that we face first, beat 2-0. We'll simulate them this time round. And then we're away. We've only got one game at Camp Nou this month, and that's Espanyol, as we're away against Villarreal on the 28th, I think that was. Is the manager rating still good? Even though we are not on the best of form. We lost a big game last time out, as it's focusing on Memphis Depay. Big shout out to him, he has been amazing recently in this save. As another thing I want to add on to this very long intro right here is I want to do a press conference little deal. Maybe once a week, not every single episode. So if you've got any questions to put in the press conference, you'll see what will happen. I've got graphics for it and everything. Drop them down below. Each week I will go through every video, pick some comments out and address them. So make sure you drop a comment as well. And going into this Leverkusen game, our team is very, very tired, which is slightly concerning. But we are going to be playing this one, so we've got control over the substitutes and everything. As we've finished scouting in France, we need to make this team, although it is actually fully fit now. Okay, that's a good thing, and I mean, I've been told to get more players involved, such as Ousmane Dembele, who's sitting and rotting slightly in the reserves. Or maybe not use the word rotting. So we're going to put him in the team over Jill, who of course is getting that loan deal. Braithwaite, I want to keep happy until he leaves the club. I think that's a given that he will leave at one point. Hannibal's on the bench, as this is the team for the first Europa League game. We've got Neto in goal, Dest, Christensen, Garcia and Jordi Alba gone up a rating, in fact, with Busquets, Kessié and Pedri through the middle, Traore, Depay and Ansu Fati, as it is slightly rotated, but I would say still strong enough to give Bayern Leverkusen, or Bayern Loserkusen, as I almost just said, a run for their money. And the Bayern Leverkusen team at the Bayarena is Lucas Radecki in goal, the captain, Cuadrado, Tar, Tabotspur and Kaba left back, with Wirtz, Kamara, Andrik and Bellarabi. Diaby the goal scorer against us last time, and Azmoun up front, preferred over Patrick Schick. Bit of an odd rotation that, but we'll let it slide definitely, because we've rotated ourselves and we want the victory anyway, as Memphis Depay puts the ball out to Serginho Dest. He's going to try and run back inside. That strike looks very tall. Amazon, I'm pretty sure is the Argentine. Maybe, as Adama speeds past back right there. He can't put a tackle in. Already on a yellow from the previous game. There's a big chance right there. Just goes past us as Busquets takes a dribble and a shot. And it's off the underside of the crossbar. Big chance for our defensive midfielder, who never usually gets them, but we'll take it and we'll build on it. Ansu Fati kept it alive as Adama already sprinting down this wing. He's going to keep the ball away. Dest with a beautiful little move there. Serginho Dest, beautiful movement. Crossed in. Might fall to Ansu Fati right here. He fights back for it. Put it in the middle. Pedri looking for an angle and hits to Bosper. And Memphis Depay putting a ball over to Adama. Utter domination. Adama Traore. Crossing hasn't worked. It's tiki-taka football anyway that should be working here at Barca, so no wonder crossing isn't working. As Kessié, can he find Dest? I'm going to try it just here though, because I saw where Pedri was. Still, ball doesn't go into the box, and Dest to just keep the ball. He's going to dribble back a little bit. Finds Adama Traore. Not the best long shots on him. So Busquets, he messes it up. Has been all us here though as Franck Kessié. Now into Pedri. He can hit a ball. And Pedri just puts it over. That's what we need to do. We need to crack it more. And Diaby on the ball right here. They've threatened not once in this game as they've got a shot on here and Neto has to save. Just nearing half time. Don't let it slip, boys. Just keep it up what we've got going for ourselves. As Diaby to whip a cross in. It's a good one. Jonathan Tah straight to the keeper. And Villarreal backwards into Jan Cuadrado. Now onto Diaby. What they're going to do right here. It's straight through the middle. It's round the corner. Kamara! I'm guessing he was offside. If not, Bayern Leverkusen have been well and truly robbed. I'm pretty sure he was off. I'm not going to watch it back because I don't want to jinx myself because we've played so well apart from that move right there. And at half-time, 0-0. And Jordi Alba with the ball here at left back. He's got to definitely come off in this game as well. Always never fully fit, but that's a beautiful ball round to Ansu Fati now. And Ansu Fati brings the ball back. Traore hits it straight down the neck of Radecki. Put the pressure on. Keeper can only punch, but he'll catch it himself again. And a big chance for us at the start of this second half. Really got to start making the most of them as Kamara running down this wing. He finds the ball back to Bakker, who's going to just opt back in the middle. This is a move from Leverkusen. Florian Wirtz in the middle and Sardar taps it in. The striker scores on the hour mark and it is very poor from us. Dominated this game right here in Germany. But it is the hosts that lead again. They led in the last one, and I tell you what, the Europa League's not being kind to us. Behind once more. Neto nowhere near that one. Christiansen not marking up. Absolutely shambolic. Very, very poor. Look at them stats. One shot on target, all the possession. It can't be like that, as Ousmane Dembele has come on, of course. Giving him a shot. We give every player a shot, and he's very unhappy with his game time. Understandably so, as Franck Kessié. What can he do with it in this little gap? He's going to go back into Pedri. Pedri poor. And Villarreal running at us right here as Eric Garcia makes a good tackle. Haven't seen him involved much in games. Any of them, in fact. As Memphis Depay on a run. He's the one who got us out of the rot against these last time out at home, as that's a good little turn inside. But what a tackle from Andrić that was. Superb. Got to do better still when running at them, as now Ansu Fati. What can he do? He slowed down a little bit. Poor pass, but he's managed to keep the ball. Franck Kessié at this side of him. And I don't see Ousmane Dembele making a good run, so I'll go down the middle. Pedri, smart turn, and a smart save from Lucas Radecki. Very, very good from the Finnish international, as we've got a corner though. Can we rob a point, should I say, as that's a header from Christiansen, and that is poor. We had to do better than that, as a ball through now onto Memphis Depay. Pedri again. Ansu Fati. Could it be our last attack? If we lose this, there's real big chances we might not win the group, as Hannibal's on the field now, of course. Almost got that. Depay just had to stick a foot out to get that ball and didn't, but Pedri does. And that's a pass straight onto Memphis again. Hannibal around the corner. Can he reach it? Tries with the slide. Radecki there again, and there's 2 added minutes to go all out for this. Not a good header or kick from Sergio Roberto, should I say, as Kessié wins that. But the final whistle goes, and Leverkusen will be celebrating. We've been so poor in the Europa League so far this season, and it looks like it continues. A 1-0 loss in Germany. Very poor. Very, very poor. We've got to get on track a little bit. We're doing everything right off the field, I feel like the sign-ins, the players that we've loaned out, the players progressing, rotating, everything, but playing all the time. As Ter Stegen's gone up, he's now gone back to 90 rated, very positive. And I guess after that disappointment, we've just got to keep plodding along as we have a big game. Celta Vigo in the league. It's a game in hand that we have, so I'm going to be playing this team. The strongest 11. Ter Stegen in the goal. Roberto, Araujo, Piqué, Alba and Kessié in front of them. De Jong and Pedri just in front of him, with Ferran Torres, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Memphis Depay. Always play the strongest team in simulations, because of course we're not going to be playing the game. And this is simulated away from home. Iago Aspas looking for revenge maybe. And it's a 3-2 narrow win. Ferran with the first, Lautaro with theirs, but Aubameyang gets one, Aspas and Ferran, and then Kessié got one. He scores a lot in Sims. And that's a good victory to try and get us back on form, but still very narrow. I don't get how we're taking it narrow in these smaller games, but then in the bigger ones we're actually kind of thrashing teams, as Dani Alves is back from injury. That's a delight to see, as Espanyol, 10th actually in this career, and we are going to be playing these and Villarreal. I feel like we've got to play the league games a little bit. We're in 5th. We need to step it back up into this title race. We are now 6 points behind Atletico Bilbao in 2nd and 5 off Atletico Madrid in 3rd. We need to be up there, and Espanyol 3 points here would be a good start. Same team as last time. Come on. And our only home game of the month, so we want to impress our fans here with Lopez in goal. They've got Pedrosa, Cudella, Calero and Gil. Bear being the Bear midfielder in the defensive line, with Villarreal, Morales, Melendo and Embara, with De Tomas up front. Big performance needed. We've got Pierre back in the team, we've got Frankie, we've got Araujo, we've got Gerard Piqué. So hopefully it is okay with Piqué in the team. Tried to put a ring on things right there, didn't really work out, as here is Kessié. Now into Pedri, going to get running straight away. An early goal would do us the world of good, as Memphis Depay cuts backwards, back into Pedri. Now into Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, couldn't really breathe there, as Aubameyang across to Ferran Torres. Going to get a little bit of a sprint on, whip a ball into the danger zone, good ball, but Oscar Gil away. Very, very close, as Kessié leaves the ball behind him there and leaves it to Embara. That was poor football. As Melendo, good footwork from the Spaniard. Now into RTD, De Tomas, as there's a shot right there. And it's looped into the top corner from Villarreal. Espanyol take the lead at the Nou Camp, and it's just worse and worse. We can't afford to be losing this one as well, but what a goal. What a lucky goal, I must say, anyway. Just looped over the top of Ter Stegen. Beautiful stuff. It reminds me of Deulofeu's goal in the FA Cup for Watford seasons back. Although it wasn't, of course, as good as that one. Tony Vilhena puts them in front, so now we've got to try and fight back. Pedri, we started very promising, and then Kessié just left the ball behind him, getting them a free attack as De Jong. Now on to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Ferran Torres is onside right here. No more crossing for Barcelona, but we always get players out wide in a perfect position to do so. But stuff like that happens, as Depay fighting for it back. Frankie de Jong on the volley, and it was rising. Just need to keep on scrapping those as a ball through right there. Villarreal on it again. De Tomas, big save, Ter Stegen. Espanyol are doing everything they can to win this game, and the moment they should be 2-0 up though. Brilliant save by our now 90 rated goalkeeper, and we need players forward. Come on, we're Barcelona. We should be attacking them. Roberto at least coming forward. Our right back, Aubameyang through the middle. Can't get his shot off. Very poor once more, as Pedrosa through the middle. Kessié pulls off of his man, and he's having a shocker, is Frank Kessié. Don't know how he does that well in simulations, because half an hour in, he's trying to just leak goals for us. As Melendo with a corner, Alba at the front post. Brilliant work from Jordi Alba, and he's going to whack this straight out wide to Memphis Depay to try and head it down, and doesn't. There's Pedri on the ball again though, and he's put a good ball through to Aubameyang. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to keep on running. Here he is, Memphis Depay at the back post. Can he get a foot on that? He can! What a save, Diego Lopez, the old man. What a little clip onto the post. He saved them big time. It should be one apiece, as Kessié on the ball still, and he's lost it. Of course he has, but really should be in the equal, well, in level, should I say. I was going to say in the lead, but we won't be in the lead because we've conceded to him. As Depay, please get us back in it. Good save. And nothing from that corner ball, as De Jong heads it down to Ronald Araujo. Back into Kessié. Try and move forward slightly right here. Frankie de Jong looking for a bit of an angle, not finding one just yet, so we'll go out wide into Ferran through the middle to Depay. Hits his defender. And I've got no idea how we're still losing this one, as Frankie de Jong hooks one out wide into Memphis Depay, who controls it and puts it down into Pierre. Depay around the corner. Aubameyang has to be in the middle, but Pedri's there, and Pedri strikes it. I just knew when that was flying to him, he stands a chance, and the youngster is the one to equalise with a superb volley. Just before half-time as well, perfect chance to pounce and try and make their manager rip up his notes for half-time, and us get flying in the second 45, as I think it'll be half-time straight after this, and we are level. And I was correct. Straight into the second half here, as Ferran Torres on the ball. Want to kick on now that we've got that goal, and Ferran squeezes the ball through to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on the angle, and he scored already. What a turnaround! Their manager and team talk must have been absolutely mortified at half-time. And horrid. The team talk must have been horrid because they haven't come out in this second half. And we immediately take the lead. What we deserve. Ferran round the corner. Aubameyang one touch onto his right. And the Gabon International scores again. Very, very good reply. Straight out of the blocks at half-time. And let's get the confidence flowing. That's good, tiki-taka. Kessié almost messes it up. I really need to get him off today. Busquets is sitting on the bench. Undeservedly so at the moment. As De Thomas. Back to Melendo. Espanyol not going to give up though. They had the lead. They know they're capable of scoring at the Nou Camp, but not when they pass it to Frankie de Jong. Ferran Torres, get running. Aubameyang's through the middle. Hit that first time. He couldn't reach it. As here is Kessié switching one across as well himself. Into Ferran Torres. Torres touches it down for Pierre-Emerick, and Torres is coming off soon for Traoré. I rate Traoré so much more than Ferran Torres at the moment, and it's difficult to actually admit that, as I really wanted it to work out for Ferran. As Pedrosa on the ball right here. He drops it back into Moranez. Now Villarreal, and Ter Stegen had to save. They're not out of this one just yet, and Sergio Busquets coming on as well. In the middle, off the line. They won the header. Undeservedly so in the air. They should not have won that, and then it hit the crossbar. Beat Ter Stegen hands down. And they've still got to move on right here. Espanyol looking to get back in it. Busquets on the edge. He loses out on it as well. Our CDM's not doing well. Ter Stegen with the save. Gerard Piqué tries to get it away. Ter Stegen punches. He's had a very good game. Apart from, of course, the goal is conceded, as Espanyol just absolutely all over us in the last 5. Mbara, the back heel onto Oscar Gil. Piqué needs to come across, please. As it's gone back to Mbara. And Alba cuts it out. And Adama Traoré with the ball right here. Gives it into Pedri. Aubameyang pointing to it over the top. He's going to come off in a minute. And he will be gutted to go off after he scored that. And he's on a hat-trick. But he is shattered. Aubameyang with a Harry Clifton-esque header right there. What a goal. If you don't know what I mean by that, watch the Grimsby versus Chesterfield highlights on YouTubers. Look at that. Straight over the keeper. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And we surely have the victory wrapped up now. It's actually Ansu Fati who's come onto the field for him, as Memphis Depay's up front. Traoré, this is into Memphis Depay. He's the assist man in this career, and he's got another assist. Even when he goes up front, he's setting him up. Pedri has a double. 2 for Aubameyang and 2 for the youngster. Turned this game completely on its head. When it went to 1-0, I panicked a little bit, but we've took us time. This man got us back into the game, and now he's rounded it off and killed it off. 4-1. We finally looked like Barcelona again, as Traoré. Could we even get another one late on? All these late on goals. Can we add to it? Memphis Depay finds Pedri on a hat-trick, and Pedri skewed. Maybe a shout for a penalty, but nothing given at this moment in the game. They don't want to put the misery on them, as Diego Lopez to kick it. He's had a decent game, to be fair, although he's conceded 4. Sounds weird to say, as there is the final whistle. A 4-1 win. Mesque un club. And a big 3 points. And in the Europa League, this is actually a massive game, this next one. Van Variosi, or however you say that, are actually on the same amount of points as us as we play them right here. And I think we are away as well. So we lost to Motherwell. I'd usually never say this is a lose game, but we did lose it last time. Oh no, we didn't. We lost to Motherwell last time. So you can see where the concerns come from. And I've had to go quite strong for it. As you can see, a couple of rotations to our rotational team, including Dani Alves, who's back. Dest at left back right now. And Hannibal in the midfield for Kessié. That's the team that we're going to actually play with. We're away from home. Still should be picking up the points. As Dani Alves, yes, you're in the team. I look forward to seeing you play the rotational maestro. There's no press conference for this one. I'm just going to go straight into it. See how we do. Please win. And it's a 3-2 win. We make these games very, very tight. And Dani Alves scored the first goal. Then Bolly. Then Dani Alves got the second goal as well. Zubkov and Memphis Depay. But that is very good. Dani Alves back in the team at his age. Hopefully getting us through to the knockout rounds with that win. And straight back into Villarreal after that one. This is quite a quick month, you know, as the team is the strongest one that just beat Espanyol. It's exactly the same. I'm wary of Depay and Pedri being slightly off fitness, but I think Traoré could maybe come on at one point. Put Ferran on the other side, and of course Sergio Busquets, who's unfairly out of the team because of Kessié just being like younger and everything. So yeah, we're going to go like that, away from home once more to 12th place Villarreal as we chase the top 3. And the team we're against is Rulli in goal. They've got Rulli and Asensio with Estupinian, Pau Torres, Raul Albiol and Mario Gaspar, Alcacer, Parejo, Coquelin and Gerard Moreno, with Danjuma and Jorge up front. Lo Celso on the bench as well. They've got a very solid team. That should be better than 12th. The Yellow Submarine doing very, very poorly this season as Aubameyang straight on it. We don't want to concede first in this one. We don't want to just stress ourselves out again, as that's a good ball into Ferran Torres. Just took away from him. And De Jong won his header. Very good save from Rulli right there, as we've won a corner as well. Can we get another header? PK's at the front post. Almost. As can we put the pressure on? Danjuma with a good touch back to Ajorc, though, who I always struggle against in career mode. The tall Frenchman. And we look like we might have an injury on his hands straight away here. Pedri is looking a bit rocked as there's a ball through right there. Ter Stegen easily picks that one up, and Jordi Alba gets it rolled out to him. He likes to bring the ball forward. Just needs to make sure he passes it at the end. And yes, Pedri does have that injury icon above himself, so that's not a good sign. As Ferran Torres, could it be a good sign? It's another one of those balls around the corner. He's took it a bit too far wide. Put it across net, see if anyone was there. There wasn't, as Alba keeps it alive, and that is a poor, poor pass. And Gerard Moreno running down the wing right here, as what's he going to do? He's going to go backwards into Mario Gaspar. Jordi Alba, very, very good tackle. Enjoyed that one, as Ronald Araujo onto Gerard Piqué right here. He's going to play a ball forward onto Luke de Jong, and we're going to try and run away from this attack, but that's a bad tackle. And that's a yellow card for Parejo. Could have been more. And Franck Kessié with the ball right here. He puts one out wide as it's just over half an hour into this game. Still 0-0. Kessié with a run down the wing right here from Sergio Roberto. He's going to go all the way. And he dragged it back too late. As Gerard Moreno on the ball right here. He gives it back to Luka Ajorc. He's round us, and Danjuma with an angle. He's even scored on it. I don't believe it. Utter domination again in this game. And the ex-Bournemouth man scores. Just hammering it over to Stegen. I don't know how it's gone past him. Bamboozling. We now find ourselves going into half-time 1-0 down without Pedri. Pedriless. And perilous. We're absolutely shocking. First halves and our halves. As Ferran Torres, can he try and get us back into this game immediately? Come on, Roberto. Make a move. He doesn't. Why is Sergio Roberto not running down this wing? Because if I go backwards... Well, I thought the whistle would have gone, but De Jong tries to take it past me. No support at all. We might as well have gone for it there at the end of the half, but no. 1-0 down. And a shocking performance, this one. To be 1-0 down after having all of the ball, not good enough. We just have to be better, as Jordi Alba winning his header. Come on, let's start brightly in the second half like we did before, although it's them attacking. Danjuma back to Dani Parejo over the top into Estupinian, and a good tackle by Sergio Roberto. So we'll go forward down this left-hand side. Get running, Depay. You can beat Gaspar, and we almost got it. Of course, in the circumstances, however, almost ain't good enough. Coquelin through the middle to Danjuma with a shot, and Ter Stegen with a save. Why are we letting them have that much room? It's just not good enough, boys. As a corner ball to be delivered, Dani Parejo and Ferran Torres to head that away first. Frenkie de Jong takes it down to Depay. Get running. The Dutch link-up can work if you get into that box. Keep on going, de Jong. He's at the front post. He's Depay. He's got to hit that one. And he hits it straight at Rulli. Very poor, as I'm trying to switch both wingers now. Ferran and Aubameyang to come off. And I'm going to put Depay down the middle, although he's missed that shot. Traore and, of course, Ansu Fati to bring the pace. That's what I'm hoping for anyway, as Moi Gomez tries to pass it around the corner. Unsuccessfully so. And Memphis Depay... He's took a very, very, very large touch. Danjuma to Ajorc. And Gerard Moreno running through a little bit against Gerard Piqué. He's round Piqué. He's squeezed it through to Danjuma again. Who's grabbed another one. Poor defending. And I've got to say, poor from the man on my back. Gerard Piqué. Oh dear, oh dear. There's only one Dutchman trying in this game, and that is Danjuma. Poor from us. Poor all over the pack. It was Busquets, actually, who didn't put a tackle in. We can't be losing this game. Now it's led to us going all out as... Go on, Traore, have that. Run down this wing. Have we got any spot in the middle? Depay, you've got to keep on going. As we'll drop it back off to Depay. Now into Ansu Fati with a shot. Just need more of that, I guess. Just got to keep on pulling the trigger to try and get back into this game. As Kessié round the corner. Sergio Busquets, who made that mistake. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't in the back of the net. That's what it needs to be at the moment. As Moi Gomez off the bench. They're looking for a third as we are fully attacking. How have they got that through? PK! That is just horrific defending, isn't it? It's laughable for Barcelona quality as Araujo is pushing forward, of course. I've pushed everyone forward as we're looking for 2 goals in less than 10 minutes. Ansu Fati, if we get one back, we still stand a chance. Adama Traore, tackle by the left back. And Parejo with a ball. Squeeze through to Moi Gomez here. Ter Stegen's positioning all over the place. And we are actually going to lose by 3 goals. That looks like Jorginho, that. I know it isn't. I know he's at Real. It's Moi Gomez. And we have lost 3-0 to the Yellow Submarine. Bad evening, should I say. Unai Emery's man just absolutely killing it top bins to put the nail in the coffin. I know for a fact things need to change in January. Now, this game cemented it. Do we need to bring players back? Do we need to sign players even though we haven't got much money? I don't know what to do to improve this team. It just looks like an old lost couple of dogs on the field as it's a 3-0 defeat. Surprised if I were the not Real Madrid, Barcelona manager in real life, if I wasn't sacked by now. As we stay in 5th, but we're just going to be falling off the pack as Pedri has a sprained knee injury. And what month do we go into next? Is it a busy month? It isn't at all. Jeez. I think we actually go and simulate Betis as well, even though they are a good team. We'll get another one out of the way so then we can get into January in the next episode. Cooking with gas here. And in fact, with Pedri being out, it only leaves Hannibal on the bench. So, my thinking behind this, it's a weird move that I'm going to make. But of course, we've got a 4-week injury. And I've noticed a lot of you guys telling me, telling me I shouldn't have loaned one of the players out in the first episode. Which, looking back at, I'm glad I loaned him, but they aren't playing him. Leicester aren't playing Pablo Gavi, 17-year-old. It's going to cost us 80.5k to recall him, but it is done. He's back at Barcelona, and he will hopefully be back in the team. It took his manager rating down, of course, recalling a player that should still be out on loan, but he's back here right now. 17-year-old, high work rates, more attacking midfielder, but Kessié is going to be in the squad still, but at least he's on the bench, and at least we have that extra little bit of depth in midfield. If you don't play our loanees, you don't get them to keep, as here we go. Betis, good squad, and it's a 3-3 draw with them. Willian Jose, Kessié missing a penalty, but Memphis got the rebound. Kessié scoring again. Holgate scoring for them, moving from Everton. Memphis Depay late on thought he'd won it for us, but then Willian Jose again spoils the fun. Unlucky right there. As we go into our final Europa League game next episode at the start of the group stages, of course. I think we should be almost through. Not the best of months. 3 wins, but 2 defeats and then a draw right there. Not what I intended, but hey, next episode we are into January already, which is something to look forward to. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode right here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. We are on the race for 5k subscribers. And the path, of course, on the path should I have said. And yes, Mesque Un Club. See you all later. Loving this save so far, and hopefully you guys are as well. The views have been very, very, very good, so thank you all so much. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care, in a bit, and peace.